trembling starts. Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10 said, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God." And when he says I am your God, he is not making a suggestion. He is anchoring your shaking heart to a presence that never moves. He speaks before your fear grows roots. He answers before your knees collapse. He comes near before your breath shortens. This is the God who steps into the room before you even call his name. John chapter 14 verse 27 says, "Peace I leave with you, my peace I give to you." Not a peace borrowed, not a peace negotiated. Not a peace borrowed, not a peace negotiated, but a peace crafted in eternity and handed to you like a promise that cannot break. Oh yeah, he speaks peace first before the storm learns your name. He speaks first. He holds your heart before the sorrow starts to claim it. Jesus, when your world feels loud, his voice is louder still. His peace is not delayed. It's already in the reading. Psalm chapter 46:1 says, "God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble." Not distant, not waiting for you to get stronger, but very present, closer than your pulse, nearer than your exhaustion. He comes not when you pulled yourself together, but when the pieces still lie on the floor. Yeah, this is the peace that interrupts your thoughts, the mercy that interrupts your fear, the God who interrupts your collapse with the voice that says, "I am here." John chapter 14 verse 27 says, "Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid." He doesn't shame the trembling heart, he quiets it. He doesn't scold the weak, he carries them. Carry me, Lord. He speaks peace before the storm learns your name. He speaks first. He holds your heart before the sorrow tries to claim it. Jesus, and when your world feels loud, his voice is louder still. His peace is not delayed. It's already in the room. Theological Reformato. Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 says, "The Lord will fight for you, and you shall hold your peace." Peace is not something you produce, it is something he preserves. Peace is not the fruit of your discipline, it is the result of his battle. Peace is not your accomplishment, it is his gift. And when God fights, peace is the banner he raises over his people. When God moves, rest becomes your inheritance. So breathe. He has already spoken, he has already fought, he has already secured the peace you're longing for. He speaks faith first before the weight, before the fear, before the breaking. His voice becomes your shelter, his promise becomes your breath. And even now, in this very moment, his peace is filling you, me, because the God who speaks never whispers in vain. And when he speaks, silence grows heavy, when tears refuse to fall, he draws near. Psalm chapter 34 verse 18 says, the Lord is near to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. He does not stand at a distance waiting for you to get stronger. He moves toward the fracture, toward the bruise no one can see, toward the ache you hide beneath your breath. He is not intimidated by your collapse, not surprised by your numbness, not disappointed by your trembling. The God who governs galaxies leans close enough to feel the rhythm of your wounded breath. This is not weakness, this is mercy in motion. Psalm chapter 447 verse 3 says, He heals the broken in heart, binds up their wounds. He heals what medication can't touch. He binds what time alone won't fix. He speaks where words fail you. Bind me, Lord. Your wounds are not shameful to Him. They are places where His compassion shows its strength. Emotional, I bear a toll. I'm exposed. He stays close to the broken. He never moves away. Never, 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 never. He sits with you in the silence. He breathes peace into the ache. When your spirit feels crushed, He lives what you cannot live. He stays close to the broken. And tonight, He stays close to you. Isaiah chapter 57 verse 15 says, I dwell in the high and holy place, and with Him who is of a contrite and lowly spirit. The same God enthroned in majesty chooses to dwell in the room where your heart feels small. He occupies high heaven and low places simultaneously, not because you earned His nearness, but because His grace refuses to abandon the wounded. Oh, thank you. He sits beside the heart that thinks it's too late. He holds the soul that cannot hold itself. He dignifies the tears you were too exhausted to cry. Your brokenness is not a barrier, it is an altar where His compassion descends. Psalm chapter 447 verse 3 says, He heals the broken in heart and binds up their wounds. You are not a rebuilding project. You are a beloved soul being restored by a gentle King. Restore me, Lord. Psalm 447 verse 3 says, He heals the broken in heart and binds up their wounds. He sits with you in the silence. He breathes into the ache. When your spirit feels crushed, you can't let. He stays close to the broken, and tonight He's closer than your pain. Mattheology Unidas. In Navy says, a bruised reed He will not break, and a smoldering wick He will not quench. He does not snap what's fragile, he does not extinguish what's faint. He handles the heart with wisdom and the soul with tenderness. Where others see weakness, he sees worth. Where others see failure, he sees a story still being written. He does not crush the bruised, he protects them. He does not scold the faint, he strengthens them. He does not abandon the lonely, he sits beside them until breath returns. He stays close to the broken, he never looks away. He stands with you in the shadows, so tall again. He holds the crushed in spirit, he restores what grief tried to take. He stays, yeah, restores what grief tried to take. He stays close to the broken, and even now he's holding you together. Because where your heart breaks, his mercy builds a home. Some weights feel ancient, some fears grow silent but never small. But he lifts what your hands can't hold. Psalm chapter 55 verse 22 says, cast your burden upon the Lord and he will sustain you. Sustain, not for a moment, not for a season, but with endurance stronger than every collapse you survive. He does not just take the burden, he takes the responsibility for your survival. Oh Lord, carry me. The weight that bowed your shoulders, the pressure that tightened your chest, the fear that made breathing feel expensive. He steps beneath it, placing his strength where your strength ended. He does not ask you to pretend you're fine, he calls you to release what was never meant to be carried alone. Oh, 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. Not some, not the dignified ones, not the ones you can't explain, but all the fears you articulate and the ones that only show up in your pose. Yeah, all of them. His care is not shallow, it is covenant care, it is cross-shaped care, it is sovereign care that refuses to let you drown. Emotional. He lifts the weight that's been crushing your spirit. He places his strength where your strength breaks. He stands beneath the burden that made your hope collapse. He lifts the weight. Yes, he lifts the weight. Lifts the weight. Tonight you are being carried. Psalm chapter 68 verse 19 says, blessed be the Lord who daily bears us up. Daily, not occasionally, not when you're behaving well, not when your faith feels impressive, but every single day he comes beneath you like a father refusing to let his child fall to the ground. You've been tired but not abandoned, you've been overwhelmed but never unsustained. He lifts the emotional rubble, the invisible grief, the private distress that no one else discerned. And he does it not with impatience but with wisdom and tenderness, like someone who knows exactly where it hurts. 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 7 says, cast all your anxieties on him because he cares for you. for him. Your heaviness is not too much for him. Your fatigue is not a disappointment to him. He lives with compassion, not with criticism. He lifts the weight that's been crushing your spirit. He places his strength where your strength breaks. He stands beneath the burden that made your courage fail. Your spirit. He places his strength where your strength breaks. He lifts the weight. Yes, he lifts the weight. Yes, he lifts the weight. And tonight, he lifts the weight. Yes, he lifts the weight. Yes, he lifts the weight. And tonight, you are being carried by grace, by grace, by grace, by grace, by grace, by grace, by grace. You are being carried, carried. Isaiah chapter 46:4 says, I have made and I will bear, I will carry and will save. He made you, so he understands your limits. He bears you, so the weight won't crush you. He carries you, so your steps don't collapse. He saves you, so the burden cannot destroy you. This is not motivational poetry. This is covenant reality. This is the God who refuses to let heaviness define you. The one who stretched the heavens is stretching his arms beneath your soul. You do not walk alone. You do not lift alone. You do not breathe alone. You are carried high. Yes, you must the weight. You lift the weight. He lifts the weight that was crushing your spirit. He fills the space where your strength ended. He stands beneath the burden that broke you yesterday. Tonight, in the quiet place of your soul, he is carrying you again, 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 again. Because the God who lives never drops his children, and the weight that wants to find you is now resting on his shoulders. Every storm outside is loud, but the real storm, the one inside, that's the one he whispers into. 1 Kings chapter 19 verses 11 and 12 say, the Lord passed by in a great and strong wind, tore the mountains, but the Lord was not in the wind. And after the wind, an earthquake. The Lord was not in the earthquake. And after the fire, a still small voice. The world shakes, your thoughts roar, your fears rattle inside your ribs. And yet he chooses to come in a voice small enough to prove how close he already is. So close, Lord. The whisper is not weakness, the whisper is intimacy. He does not need volume to command creation. He only needs nearness to command your heart. He steps into the storm within you, not with thunder, His nearness never will. Psalm chapter 27 verse 29 says, He makes the storm a calm, so that the waves thereof are still. He is not negotiating with the storm, He is overriding it. He does not ask permission from your fear. He speaks authority over it. When He whispers, the waves learn reverence. When God whispers over the storm inside you, the chaos bows down. Bow down. Your heart finds breath again. Your soul remembers rest. When God whispers, fear loses its language, and every storm inside you begins to quiet under His voice. Jesus. Mark chapter 4 verse 39 says, He arose and rebuked the wind and said unto the sea, Peace, be still. He does not shout to be heard. He speaks as one whose words structure reality. He doesn't strengthen the boat, He silences the waves. He doesn't wait for calm, He creates it. Peace, be still. The same Christ who commanded Galilee now commands the currents of your chest, the winds of your anxious thoughts, the tides of your emotional storm. There is no wave inside you that does not answer to Him. There is no fear inside you that outruns His authority. There is no storm inside you that can ignore His whisper. Psalm chapter 27 verse 29 says, He makes the storm a calm. Not you calm yourself, not time will fix it, but He produces the stillness your heart couldn't manufacture. Make me still, Lord. Oh, when God whispers over the storm inside you, the chaos goes down, down, down. Your lungs unclench, your soul unclenches, your thoughts settle like dust in sunlight. When God whispers, fear loses its grip, and hope finds its voice again. Every storm inside you learns to obey the sound of your Savior. He speaks. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 15 says, In quietness and in trust shall be your strength. Strength is not the roar, strength is the quiet surrender. Strength is not the fight, strength is the trust that God fights for you. Trust. He is not asking you to overpower the storm. He is asking you to lean into the whisperer. Your stability does not come from the calm around you, but from the Christ within you. And the one who whispers never loses control. He is sovereign in silence and victorious in stillness. Cinematographico, sceo di ad-libs. When God whispers over the storm inside you, everything shifts. The waves obey, your pulse steadies, your mind breathes again. When He whispers, your storm remembers that He is God. You are God. And tonight in the quiet place of your soul, He is whispering again, Peace, be still. That is in denial, a rest that trusts the hands that hold the universe. Rest in Him. Psalm chapter 12, verses 3 and 4 say he will not let your foot be moved, and he who keeps you will not slumber. Behold, he who keeps Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. You can rest because he never does. Your eyes can close because his are always open. Your strength can fade because his strength never thins. He guards your steps while you lie still. He holds the night while you exhale. You are not kept by your vigilance, your discipline, your endurance. You are kept by his keeping. Rest isn't something you earn. Rest is something you receive from a God who never grows tired of carrying you. Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 says, the Lord will fight for you. Exodus chapter 14 verse 14 says, the Lord will fight for you. You don't win by striving, you win by yielding to the God who fights on your behalf. To exhaustion, but to confidence, not to panic, but to surrender. Rest while God works, rest while He moves, rest while His battles you can't see. Rest while God works, because the victory never depended on you. Rest while God works, rest while He moves, rest while His battles you can't see. Rest while God works, because the victory never depended on you. Lay your fear down, lay your striving down, lay your strength down, and breathe. He's working still. Breathe. Psalm chapter 37 verse 7 says, rest in the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Rest is not an activity, rest is rather. Waiting is not weakness, waiting is worship. Waiting on you, your soul is not failing because it needs rest. Your soul is healing because God invites you into a place that honors His sovereignty. The universe has one throne and you are not seated on it, and that is where the peace comes from. Yes, He runs the universe with no assistance. He manages your future without your tension. Your rest is not irresponsibility, it is obedience. Rest while He moves, rest while hands fight battles you can't see. Rest while God works, because the victory never depended on you. Rest while God works, rest while He moves, rest while His hands solve what your heart cannot. Rest while God works, because the battle is His, the burden is His, the outcome is His. Let your shoulders fall, let your pulse slow down. He is working when you cannot. He's working. Psalm chapter 104 verse 2 says, He gives His beloved sleep. Sleep is not weakness, sleep is a gift. Peace is not naive, peace is inheritance. Rest is not the absence of trouble, it is the presence of a God whose governance never wavers. Give me sleep, Lord. He does not need your anxiety to accomplish His will. He does not require your fear to secure your future. He works from eternity, you live inside time, so rest while the Eternal One orders your days with perfect precision. Rest while God would, rest while He moves, rest while hands would, that rustic strength couldn't. Rest while God works, and feel the way to live, feel the breath return, feel the peace settle. Rest while God's time and move, rest while hands would. Because His hands never stop, never stop, never stop. Honey, say that. is a courage that doesn't shout, a courage that holds steady in the quiet place of faith. Psalm chapter 56 verses 3 and 4 say, what time I am afraid, I will trust in you, in God whose word I praise. In God I trust, I will not fear. Trust does not erase fear. Trust redirects it. The psalmist trembles, but he knows where to lean. He feels the pulse of anxiety, but he anchors himself in the character of God. Courage does not mean you stop shaking. It means your faith keeps holding while you shake. It means you place trembling hands in unfailing ones. It means your weakness leans against His permanence. Isaiah chapter 12 verse 2 says, behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. Fear is loud, but salvation speaks louder. Trouble is real, but God is nearer. Quiet courage is born, not from internal strength, but from divine certainty. Swasas emotionalmente poderoso. Quiet courage of trust holds me steady in the storm. It whispers faith when fear screams aloud. Quiet courage is not the absence of trembling, it's the presence of God. And in the stillness of my soul I say, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6 say, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Your understanding wavers, His direction does not. Your interpretations change, His sovereignty does not. Trust is not built on predictions of the future, but on the person who holds the future. Quiet courage is the faith that whispers, even if I do know He knows, and that is enough. This is not blind faith, it is anchored faith. Faith tied to a God whose map never changes and whose pathways never misled. Isaiah chapter 12 verse 2 says, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. Fear may visit, but it cannot stay where salvation resides. Quiet courage, trust is nothing in the storm, it's the presence of trembling. And in the middle of uncertainty, my heart still says, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6 say, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your paths. Your understanding wavers, His direction does not. Your interpretations change, His sovereignty does not. Trust is not built on predictions of the future, but on the person who holds the future. Quiet courage is the faith that whispers, even if I do not know, He knows, and that is enough. This is not blind faith, it is anchored faith. Faith tied to a God whose map you. Stillness is not natural. Learn. And grace is the teacher. Small child hardy, nor my eyes lofty. Neither do I concern myself with great matters or things too profound for me. This is not resignation, this is wisdom. The psalmist is not shrinking from life. He is surrendering the illusion that he must understand everything to be at peace, oh Lord, oh. He releases the pressure to figure out the future, to predict outcomes, to solve what is too high, too wide, too deep for human shoulders. This is spiritual adulthood, the humility that accepts that God knows and you don't have to. True stillness begins where self-sufficiency. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 24 says, a man's steps are ordered by the Lord. How then can man understand his own way? If he orders, you don't have to upset. You don't have to decree. Stillness is not ignorance. Stillness is trust. Standing tall, my soul learns to be still. Not because the storm is gone, but because the shepherd stays. My soul learns to be still, not by understanding, but by surrendering. And in the quiet classroom of grace, I breathe again. My soul learns to be still. Stillness is not natural. Surely I have calmed and quieted my soul, like a weaned child with its mother. My soul is like a weaned child. A weaned child is not demanding. It is trusting, not restless for what it wants, but resting because of who holds it. Hold me, Jesus. This is not infant neediness, this is mature nearness. This is the soul that has learned that God himself is better than God's gifts. Stillness is not detachment, it is attachment to the only one who never shifts, never fails, never abandons. To be weaned is to be freed from the tyranny of your own urgency. It is to find peace, not in explanations, but in presence. Proverbs chapter 20 verse 24 says, a man's steps are ordered by the Lord. If he orders the steps, he ordains the pace. If he ordains the pace, he ordains the pauses. Stillness is not delay. Stillness is discipleship. Stillness is discipleship. Because grace has become my rhythm. My soul learns to be still. Because his presence has become my certainty. My soul learns to be still. Because I am held by everlasting arms. This is not weakness, this is wisdom. This is not defeat, this is maturity. Soul learns to be still. Teach me, Lord. Teologia reformata profunda emoção. Isaiah chapter 30 verse 15 says, in returning and rest you shall be saved. In quietness and in confidence shall be your strength. Strength is not noise, strength is surrender. Salvation is not motion, it is trust. Quietness is not emptiness, it is fullness understood correctly. Confidence is not arrogant, it is assurance that the God who governs galaxies also governs your tomorrow. Stillness is not the absence of pressure, it is the presence of peace that comes from knowing He is God and you are held. Cinematographico, curativo, cheio de além. My soul learns to be still in the shadow of His wings. Learns to be still in the warmth of His nearness. So be still, because I no longer carry what only He can command. And tonight, with trembling becoming trust, with questions becoming quiet, my soul whispers back to Him, I am still because you are here. You are here. You are here. There is a grace that travels into the valley with you, and it knows your name before you even whisper it. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 1 says, fear not, for I have redeemed you. I have called you by your name. You are mine. This is not generic comfort, this is covenant intimacy. He doesn't call you child, He calls you by name. He doesn't say believer, He says mine. You don't walk into the valley as a stranger to His heart. You walk as someone marked by redemption, written into His story, held by His claim. Fear loses its legitimacy in the presence of a God who knows you personally. Psalm chapter 23 verse 4 says, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for you are with me. The valley is shadow, but it is also classroom, a place where presence speaks louder than danger. You don't avoid the valley, you walk through it, because someone walks beside you. Great and emotional, cheio de imagem. Grace knows my name in the valley, and my fear begins to fade. Grace walks with me in the shadows, turning darkness into space for mercy. Grace knows my name in the valley, and He calls me His. I am not alone, never alone, never alone, never alone. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 2 says, when you pass through the waters, I will be with you, and through the rivers they shall not overflow you. He does not promise the absence of deep waters. He promises the impossibility that they drown you. With me in the water, the rivers rise, the shadows press close, the night breeze heavy, but they cannot claim you, because He already has. Grace is not a concept, grace is a companion. Grace is the God who steps into the valley, not as a distant king, but as a present shepherd who calls Grace walks with me in the dark, turning fear into holy ground. Grace knows my name in the valley, and because He speaks it, I rise again. Grace becomes most recognizable where you feel most vulnerable. In the valley, your name is not spoken to remind you who you are, but to remind you whose you are. The God who redeems, the God who names you, is the God who sustains, is the God who walks with you, is the God who brings you through. Not by strength, not by sight, but by the grace that knows my name. That doesn't tremble when the world does, a peace that survives the night and rises with the dawn. Philippians chapter 4 verse 7 said, and the peace of God which surpasses all understanding shall guard your hearts and minds through Christ Jesus. Peace that surpasses understanding is not peace without reason. It is peace beyond reason. It is a peace strong enough to guard what is fragile. Your heart, your mind, your trembling hope. This peace is not passive. It is not delicate. It is not easily shaken. It stands watch like a soldier at the gates of your inner world. You don't have to defend yourself from every thought, every fear, every storm. His peace stands guard for you. Isaiah chapter 26 verse 3 says, you will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you, because he trusts in you. Perfect peace is not perfection of life, it is focus of heart. Peace grows where trust gazes. Peace follows surrender, like a shadow follows light. This is the peace that cannot be taken, not by fear, not by dark, not by storm. No one can take it. This is the peace that carries me gently and guards me fiercely. The world can't give and the world can't steal the peace of Christ, unshakable and losable mine. John chapter 14 verse 27 says, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. Not as the world gives, give unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. He doesn't offer a substitute, he gives his peace, the same peace that steadied him in storms, that anchored him in suffering, that strengthened him in Gethsemane. Worldly peace depends on control, Christ's peace depends on presence. Worldly peace is a bargain, Christ's peace is a gift. Worldly peace can be interrupted, Christ's 26 verse 3 says, you will keep him in perfect peace. He keeps you. Not your performance, not your strength, not your emotional stability. Peace is the overflow of being perfectly held. That cannot be taken. Fear cannot touch it. Shadows cannot swallow it. Chaos cannot steal it. It's the peace of Christ, stronger than circumstance, steadier than emotion, deeper than sorrow. The world didn't give it, and the world cannot take it away. Take it away. Colossians chapter 3 verse 15 says, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Peace is not a guest, it is a ruler. It does not ask permission, it assumes authority. When Christ rules the heart, fear is dethroned, anxiety loses jurisdiction, worry becomes a foreign voice. Peace is not the absence of trouble, it is the presence of the King who governs every moment with sovereignty and tenderness. And because he reigns, peace remains. This is the peace that cannot be taken. My shield, my shelter, my song in the night. This is the peace that stands guard over every trembling thought. This is the peace that whispers through storms. I am here tonight in the deepest part of my soul. I know this truth. The world didn't give it, and the world will never, ever take it away. After all the storms, after all the nights, after all the trembling, I've learned something holy. His peace isn't around me, it's inside me. Speak again. Colossians chapter 3 verse 15 says, let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts, not visit, rule. His peace has become the governing voice, the steady rhythm, the anchor of my inner world. Rule in me, Jesus. This is not the fragile peace that circumstances offer. It is not the thin peace that breaks under pressure. This is the peace that takes the throne inside the trembling places and calls them home. He speaks into the fractures and they stop echoing fear. He speaks into the shadows and they lose their shape. He speaks into me, and I become whole. Numbers chapter 6 verse 26 says, the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Peace is not an emotion, it is his gaze. Peace is not an escape, it is his attention. When his face turns towards you, your heart discovers a stillness it never knew. He speaks peace into me, and my soul remembers who holds it. He speaks peace into me, and the storms lose their authority. Jesus came and stood in the midst and said unto them, Peace be unto you. He didn't remove the locked doors. He entered the room. He didn't erase their fear. He breathed peace into their fear. He stands in the middle of my doubts, my questions, my unfinished healing, and he speaks the same word. He spoke to them, peace be unto you. His peace is not fragile, his peace is not distant, his peace is not borrowed, his peace is himself. Numbers chapter 6 verse 26 says, the Lord give you peace. Not the world, not time, not self-help. The Lord gives it. You give, and what he gives, he sustains. He sustains into me, and what once broke me now bows before his voice. He speaks peace into me, and I breathe again, alive again, restored again. He speaks peace into me. He speaks peace into me, and the fractures start to heal. He speaks peace into me, and the shadows bow to light. He speaks peace into me, and the weight lifts, the storm calms, the heart rests. He speaks peace into me, and every breath with every quiet moment I confess the truth the whole journey has taught me. The peace I carry is the peace he spoke.